Hello, my beautiful twin flames, and welcome to your twin flame reading. So I thought I would go through this reading as if I were doing a private reading for you as my client. So do keep in mind, this is a general reading, but how I'm going to do it is just like how I would if I were doing a private personal reading for you. So the readings run usually around 25 minutes, but it all depends on what messages come up for you. So let's dive right into the reading and see what is going on in your connection. Can we please gain insight into what is going on in your twin flame connection with your person, with the person you feel you have a twin flame connection with? Can we please gain insight? Okay. So we have the Chariot card. We have the Six of Wands. And we have the King of Swords. So it's very interesting. Just one, like an overview look of these cards, you see like a theme of blue. And when I see blue, I see the throat chakra. So there could be a block in your communication. There could be a block in your throat chakra. So it's almost like it's difficult for you to approach your twin flame. It may be challenging to communicate. There may be some reason why there cannot be clear communication between the two of you. So that's just what I got like overall. And what I'm seeing with the Chariot card represents fast moving energy. And so when I look at this card, you see how one of you is like standing and the other one's just kind of taking a break. So I'm getting the sense that in your connection, there's one of you who is kind of doing the heavy lifting when it comes to your connection. So that could be in terms of healing. That could be in terms of inner work. It could be in terms of wanting to mend the connection. Whereas the other one is kind of like more laid back, just not really motivated to do anything. So I feel like because it's a Chariot card, you're moving out of that energy. So maybe for a long time, your twin flame has been kind of lagging behind in terms of forward movement, in terms of wanting to progress, maybe even in their own life. They've kind of just been sitting back and not doing a lot of anything to move themselves forward. So I love that it's the Chariot card because, again, the Chariot is forward movement. So I'm getting the sense that you're moving out of that energy so that now you're more in partnership. Your twin flame is awakening to what they need to do in their own lives to help them move forward, which will also help your connection to move forward, because I'm getting that they've been feeling stuck. They've been feeling like they haven't had the motivation to really... I'm watching my cat because he's just like wanting to jump up. Everyone, this is Bestie. Bestie, this is everyone. Look. So the energies are shifting, and I'm hearing my guide say your twin flame is getting up off the sofa of their life, and they're actually formulating some kind of plan on what they need to do. It's like the universe all of a sudden has lit a fire beneath them, and they feel it energetically. And so action will follow that because it's the energy of forward movement. So I really love that. So if you felt like for a very long time you were carrying your connection and they were off in la la land or out in left field, not really doing anything for your connection, this is a beautiful indication that it is moving forward. And it could be in terms of communicating. They may be guided to open up and communicate with you. So I'm really loving that. And then the next card we have is one of my favorite cards. It's the Six of Wands. And I see this as a card of victory. So whatever you may have been dealing with in the past and you felt like it was kind of, I want to say not oppressing, but it felt like it was a heavy load that was like weighing your connection down and you were feeling like there was nothing moving. This energy now surrounding your connection is really about overcoming that, like rising above that. The universe is also stepping in, bringing you a victory. So I love seeing this card because it also is like a card of returning home for someone who has been out in the world, out venturing off, living their life, and they've experienced everything they want to experience, and so they're returning home victorious because they set out for this big adventure and they have accomplished and seen things they want to see. So this could very well be what your twin flame is going through. Your twin flame had to go out in the world and venture and experience and have all these different experiences, maybe with different people, and now they're ready to return home. So I do get the sense with the Chariot card, they're wanting to come home quickly. They're tired. They just want to rest and be at home in your arms, in the comfort of your love, in the safety of your union. So I really love that. And the King of Swords is, I want to say, like an energy that is very, like it's justice. It's someone who's very thoughtful and strategic, someone who really is a very logical thinker. And what I'm hearing is justice, like someone who is very fair. And so I feel like this energy of fairness is what is going on in your connection. So again, things are falling away, things that were difficult, situations, maybe even people that was bringing kind of this unfairness to your connection is now falling away. So that is beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so let's see what your twin flame is thinking about when they think of you. Can we please gain insight into what your twin flame is thinking about? What are their thoughts? What's in their headspace when they're thinking of you? Can we please gain insight into where they're at in their headspace? Okay, I think we have too many. Okay, I've got it to take that, so take it back. Okay, so we have stay optimistic, positive thinking, and faith will bring you romance. So when they think of you, they're wanting to make this offer, but they don't know how you're going to react, especially because see there's a statue there. They want to make this offer, but they don't know how you're going to receive it, if maybe you're going to reject their offer. So they may be still contemplating the timing or how they're going to do it or what they're going to do, but they definitely are ready to offer you something. So they're thinking about it. You're very much on their mind because they're being guided to offer you their love. Now they're still paying attention to the red flag. So it says, the signs are cautioning you. Pay attention to the red flags. So they are still looking for signs that it's okay to approach you, but they're looking for red flags. So if you are in some type of situation or connection and you haven't sorted things out on your end, they're still seeing that as a red flag, as it's not the right time yet. That they're still have time to figure things out, how they're going to approach you, what they're going to say, because you're still in a situation that you're not yet ready. So they may be even looking at your social media to kind of gauge where you're at. I'm getting like a red flag for them is if you look super happy or if you look super unhappy. Those can be two red flags as to why they may not be reaching out. If you look super happy and, in such a happy space and you're having all these victories and success in your life, they're going to be like, oh, well, I might get rejected because they look like they're having the time of their life. They look like everything's going well. So they see that as a red flag and they're going to kind of hold back. They could also be seeing you as, if they're getting this vibe from you that you're missing them and you're very lonely without them and they're all you can think about, they're saying, well, is it a really good time to step in because they haven't yet dealt with their emotions and maybe they're thinking you being so stuck in the past, maybe still hurting. If they pick up any vibe that you're still hurting or in pain, that also might be a red flag indicating that they're hesitant to move forward to approach you. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So they don't know if you've forgiven them yet. They don't know if maybe you say you forgive them, but then when you talk to them, you might get triggered and just have a crazy argument. So they're still getting a sense of, well, if I'm not forgiven yet, maybe it's not the right time. Finances and career. So they are building and working on their success to not only gain confidence, but to prove to themselves that they can have this victory in an area of life. And it's like, okay, they're ready to come home. They went out and they've conquered the world. So it depends on where they are at when it comes to their finances and their career, their job, even their life purpose. If they haven't yet found that fulfillment, it may be why they are holding back. Or it could be if they're achieving a lot of success, it could very well be giving them confidence to move forward towards you. Oh, I love it. And then we have flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. So what they're really wanting is this lighthearted energy with you. They want to experience how it was when you first met, when things were lighter, when it was more fun and not so heavy. So they're really hoping that when they come back, it's going to be that energy. And of course, nothing can guarantee that it's going to be lighthearted or even easy, which is why, again, they may be somewhat hesitant in moving forward or moving towards you. So let's gain more insight into what is in their heart space when they think of you. What are their love messages to you? 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 What's in their heart space when they think of you? What's in their heart space when they think of you? Okay, I'm going to take them all. I'm just going to read them. And it's backwards because, as you know, I'm recording from my laptop. I still need more healing. So yeah, that really ties in with the forgiveness. They may be dealing with some stuff in their own life, maybe having to forgive you for maybe things you don't even know about. This could even go back to past life stuff. They still need more healing. So again, it may be why they want to move towards you, but they're holding back. I embrace this connection. This is the connection that has stood out to them. It's the only connection that has ever meant something to them, that is deeper than everything else that they've had. And then we have, I feel stronger now. So they are gaining this confidence. They're gaining momentum. Again, with the Chariot card, it's like they're ready to take action. They're ready to get up and start movement. So because they feel much stronger. I want to reach out, but it's not the right time. So again, they have all these things in their mind of why maybe it's not the right time. Again, because of the red flags, because of your situation, because they don't know if there's really forgiveness between you. Maybe things are still heavy. It's not the right time in their, so that's why they're not reaching out. But they are ready. It says, I'm ready for us. So it's like they're awakening, a reawakening to this love. I'm coming home. So again, this is perfect for what we saw earlier with the Six of Wands victory card, being out in the world and ready to come home to your loving arms. I have confidence in you. So they know that because they feel that you want this connection, that you're going to have open arms, that you are going to be forgiving when the time is right. I choose us. I am fulfilling my purpose. So whether that is in healing, in the way that they know how, whether that's finances and career, whether that is in even forgiving themselves, forgiving people in their own life, they're doing what they are being guided to do. And then we have, I feel connected to you. So they never lost that feeling of connection with you, despite how much time has gone by, despite how far you may have been, even across the world. They've never lost that feeling of connecting with you. I'm in my truth. So they're able to see the truth of how they were being. They're able to see the truth of what really happened. They're seeing the truth in the sense of how they were showing up and what they were doing. And now that they're seeing this, they're coming to terms with it and able to accept it. My heart is open. So their heart is open to you. And this is really important because that means they're trusting. They're trusting you, trusting in this connection, that it's real, that it's love. And so they're opening their heart because they're wanting to trust you and the connection. So very beautiful. So let's continue on with what is still blocking the connection. What is your inner child going through that is impacting your connection? What is needing to be healed and released in order to clear the pathway to union? What needs to be healed and released in order to clear the path to union? Okay. So the first one that opened up says, I feel so much negativity towards you. So your inner child may be having feelings of anger towards you, towards your twin flame. This is unresolved anger from your childhood that you experienced when you were growing up. This anger and resentment was directed towards caregivers, loved ones, parents, and it hasn't been released because a lot of the times, especially as young children, we tend to suppress that anger. Because maybe we weren't allowed to express that anger, we didn't have that space to express it, so it gets suppressed. Or out of loyalty and love, you don't express that anger. So there could be a number of reasons why this anger has just been suppressed. And so when it gets suppressed, it comes up in your twin flame connection as anger and resentment towards your twin flame. So it's like no matter what they do, they can never do anything right because there's this energy of suppressed anger that gets projected onto them because the source of your love, or your attention is focused on them so much that they're the target. If we're feeling anger, if these feelings of anger come up, it just gets projected onto them. And so this anger, this negativity towards your twin flame, towards anyone in your life, really needs to be released again, because it gets trapped in the cells of our bodies. And not only does it create an energetic block, but if it's not healed, it creates energy block in the body, causing illness and sickness, and we don't want that. So this really needs to be healed and released within the inner child. I feel you drifting away. So when you don't hear from your twin flame, you're afraid that they're drifting away, that they're forgetting you, that they're just moving on. And so this really is also stemming from your inner child wounds, because as a child growing up, you experienced the loss of a loved one. You felt them drifting away, and it was very painful because it triggered your feelings of abandonment. And that's very painful, especially as a child. And so that pattern still is within, hasn't been released, and gets triggered every time your twin flame doesn't connect with you or contact you or doesn't communicate or doesn't show you they love you. You feel them drifting away, when really this is a pattern that stemmed from childhood because of fear of losing a loved one. So this fear of abandonment really needs to be healed and released, because again, it's continuing in your twin flame connection as a pattern. And then we have I feel ashamed. So in the connection, oftentimes feelings of shame come up, like shame, I'm not good enough, I'm not attractive enough, I'm not healthy enough, I'm not wealthy enough, and the list goes on. So when there are those type of thoughts, it's like, because feelings of shame, like something happened to me and therefore I'm not this, or this is how I am, and I'm ashamed of these things about myself. So these are all stemming from inner child wounds from your childhood, where you did experience something that made you feel shameful, something or an incident or an event that happened that caused you to feel this shame that hasn't been healed or released. So it will come up in your connection as not feeling good enough to receive love, or to have true love, or to have happily ever after. And so this shame also has to be healed and released in order to clear the pathway to union. And then we have I need more time. So for a lot of twin flames, like who really want to be together, oftentimes there is a fear of change. And so it's this excuse, well, I need more time to work on my finances. I need more time to achieve success in my career. I need more time to lose weight. I need more time to figure out my obligations and responsibilities and get everything in order. So all of these kind of, I don't want to say excuses, but reasons to not move forward is because as a child you experienced some change that was very traumatic. And so your inner child fears big change because when you come into union, that will cause major changes in both of your lives. And the inner child can sense that. So the inner child puts the brakes on your connection, and it stems from this fear of change. So this attachment to fear also needs to be healed and released, because what these things are again, they're energetic blocks that no matter how much twin flames love each other, they just get in the way. And with healing, it's an ongoing thing. With healing, we go deeper and deeper. We go into layers and layers of healing, because it not only stems from childhood, but from past life, soul memory. When we come into this life, we remember, we carry with us the soul memory of what happened in past lives. So if you lost one another in a past life, there's still that trauma memory that's embedded in our soul, but also in the cells of our body. When that gets released, then the blocks get released, and then we can move forward. So that is what your inner child is going through. Let's continue on with some guidance for you on how to navigate this twin flame connection. Can we please gain insight into how to navigate this twin flame connection? How to navigate this twin flame connection. Let's take one more. I just love when they just fly out like that, so effortlessly. So the first one says journey. So the guidance here for you is the universe is saying it's time to move forward on your journey. The universe is supporting you, is showing you the way, is showing you like a lamppost to guide you on your way, showing you the signs and directions. The universe is always giving you messages and nudging you to take certain steps in the direction towards where you're meant to be, not only in your life, but to twin flame union. So the universe is really saying to let go of what you're still holding on to. If you're holding on to things that no longer serve you, then it is what is holding you back. So this is really about moving forward. The universe has your back. The universe has got you. So this is a reminder that you can trust and have faith that no matter what life has taught us, the higher truth is the universe always has your back. The universe supports you in having what you want, supports you in achieving what you want, because the universe wants to expand, and through your growth and learning, as you expand, the universe expands. So the universe supports growth. So the universe wants you to get to your destination, wants you to get to where you want to be. And then we have man holding a heart. So the person that you are thinking about in this reading is the person that is meant for you, and not necessarily like it has to be a man. The person that you're thinking of has your heart, whether it's a he, she, they have the key to your heart. So trust that, because it's what you are destined for. You are destined to be with your twin flame. And sometimes we don't have a map, but the universe is guiding us there one step at a time. So trust that the person that you've given your heart to is the one for you. And the only way to really know that is by trusting and believing in it. So the universe is saying, trust your intuition, believe in it, go with how you feel, because your feelings I want to say the higher vibration feelings lead you, like they're the truth. Whenever something feels awful or painful, that is meant for our growth, but it's also an illusion because the universe is about unconditional love. So trust what your heart feels when you're feeling great. When you're feeling amazing, does your twin flame pop into your mind right away? Then you know that that is the truth. So the universe is saying, trust in your heart, trust in your intuition, because that's how you're going to really know. And then we have first chakra, Archangel Michael. 3 plus, the number on the top says 35. So 3 plus 5 is 8. And 8 is the infinity symbol for twin flames. So what I'm really seeing is that Archangel Michael is saying that there is a block in your first chakra. So that's the base chakra or the root chakra. And this often mirrors a block in life that has to do with finances, money, health. So Archangel Michael is saying that there must be this rebalancing in your chakra. This can also have to do with your connection to your mom. Whatever the connection with your mom really kind of resembles your connection to money. So it's Archangel Michael is really saying to look at that connection, look at that connection with your mother, and really see the connection there. If there's disharmony in your connection with your mother, there's going to be disharmony in your connection with money. Did I say that right? Yeah, if there's disharmony with your mother, then there's disharmony with money. So Archangel is really saying there needs to be healing in that area. So that is the guidance for you. So let's continue on with what is coming up for you in your twin flame connection once blocks have been healed and released. What is coming up for you and your twin flame once blocks have been cleared and released? What is happening for you? Okay. So we have consciousness of lack. So once blocks have been healed and released, you're also going to rebalance the energies in that root chakra, which will affect your finances. So once that block is released, it'll be easier to focus your thoughts on consciousness of abundance and prosperity. It will be easier for you to focus on having and what you want, because when we have wounds with our mother, with money, it's hard to really gain a consciousness of abundance because we're focused on the wound, on the pain, on the lack. So this will definitely change once you've healed that relationship, not only with your mother, but with your twin flame and with your finances. Oh my goodness. I'm just looking at the rest of the cards here, which are most of the confirmation cards of union, so that's amazing. But when I see this card, this is like wish fulfillment. Like all wishes are possible for you. Whatever you wish for can come true when you believe in it, when you focus on it, and when there are no internal energetic blocks. Sky's the limit. Like anything in the universe you could possibly want is yours, is possible. So I see this almost like, when Aladdin's magical lamp, you can just wish for anything and literally it comes true. So when we are clear of these blocks, we are able to manifest and attract things more quickly and more easily. So these are literally the union cards of the deck. It says happy success. Happy success for your connection. This is your twin flame, whether they are male, female, or otherwise. This is definitely showing that they are ready and available for you, because again, you don't have these blocks that you can't receive them. You can't open your heart to receive their love or your connection. This again is a union card, because if you see the two swans, swans mate for life. So you're literally rising above everything that was holding you back to come back into union. And this is you just in this energy of deserving, because you've shed all of the feelings of shame and pain. So you're deserving, you're feeling like you deserve everything, and so it comes to you. And then we have another union card. It says true love. When you truly love yourself in the highest sense, not in a way that hurts others or takes away from others, but that you really nurture yourself, your emotional needs. You nurture the needs within your soul, and you care about yourself. You take great care of yourself. You take care of yourself like you're the most precious thing in the world. Like a prince or a princess that you are, like the king, queen, emperor, empress that you are. You treat yourself like that. You will attract that in the 3D, which is your divine partner, your twin flame. So all of these cards are a beautiful indication that once these blocks have been healed and released, that things come to you more easily. And so I always say at this part of the reading that I highly recommend receiving the Innerchild Healings, because they target your specific blocks and assist you in releasing them. Because sometimes we don't know how. I for sure didn't know how to do it when I first found out that I needed healing. And it's not like I feel like everyone goes through some type of pain in their life. And when we don't know how to release it, it gets stuck. And because it's unexpressed, we don't know how to express it. We don't know the process. And so these healings are designed to assist you in releasing them, so you feel freer. You're not carrying around these heavy emotions from the past because they don't serve you. You have to let them go in order to move forward, because right now they're like a heavy weight. So I do recommend receiving the healings. And for those of you who don't know the prices of my readings, the Twin Flame readings are $143. Again, they run approximately 25 minutes depending on the messages that come up for you. And the healings are on promo for $295. So that's for 2 sessions. The first session brings the energies, feelings, emotions that are suppressed, bringing them to the surface to be released. The second healing session brings the energies back into balance. So again, when you take advantage of the promo, you're saving yourself about $100. So please do let me know. And that's our reading. I really hope you enjoyed this week's reading. I just wanted to give you an example of how your personal private twin flame reading would look. I keep the camera faced to the cards, so you won't be seeing my face, but you will be hearing my voice, seeing my hands in the reading, and I will be saying your voice. So I record the reading for you and I send you the private link. And so that's pretty much how the readings go. So again, I want to thank you so very much for joining me. Thank you for showing up in the way that you do. Thank you for being a twin flame. Thank you for the love you have in your heart. Whether you know you're a twin flame or not, if you're drawn to these videos, it's most likely that you are on a twin flame journey. So I am so proud and honored to be with you on your journey back to oneness, wholeness, and love. So again, thank you so very much. You are able to book by messaging me either on Instagram, or you can email me, and that information will be on my channel. So again, thank you so very much. And until next time, I'm wishing you all so much love and peace.